It's time to get your head out of your ass and start creating a life of no regrets. Whether you want to lose weight, get rich, or manifest a hot threesome on the beach, you're gonna want to turn this up. This is Goals, Grit, and some woo-woo shit with your host, best-selling author and professional butt kicker, Oonagh Duncan.
Hey, welcome to episode 1 of Goals, Grit, and some woo-woo shit. I'm your host, Oonagh Duncan, and I'm guessing that if you are here listening to episode 1, you are either my mom, hi mummy, or you might know me from the fitness industry and my book, Healthy as Fuck. In that book, I tell you all about the habits you need to get lean, stay healthy, and generally kick ass at life. We're going to be talking about those here too, but we're going to go way deeper. Every week, you are going to get an episode that either helps you achieve an amazing goal or teaches you how to have the grit to persevere towards your goals when it gets hard, or the episode might be talking about all that woo-woo mindset shit that's actually the real key to making it all happen. Oh, and you probably guessed by the title, you can expect some swearing and maybe a little risque subject matter, so maybe this isn't the best podcast to listen to in the car as you take your kids to school in the morning. Unless you want your 4-year-old asking you what boner means, this might be a headphone kind of podcast. Speaking of boners, let's get back to those goals. Don't worry, we are definitely going to cover fitness-related goals. It is my opinion that if you have a single solitary fuck to throw at personal improvement, you should start with your physical fitness. I mean, think about it. What good is being some big bazillionaire business titan or the best mother in the world who also writes best-selling mystery novels if you're too tired and too out of shape to enjoy any of that success? So yeah, I'm going to be kicking your beautiful butt towards all your physical health goals, whether it's losing body fat or doing push-ups, like not even from your toes, but from like one pinky toenail. I'm there for you. I'm going to be giving you all the inspiration, motivation, and the no BS facts based on my experience of helping thousands of people all over the world transform their bodies through a habits-based approach. So that's going to be awesome, but we're not going to stop there because I know that you want more in your life than just like a butt that would make a Kardashian blush. Maybe you want to make so much money that you could give most of it away. Or maybe you've always wanted to live abroad and teach surfing and have a hunky boyfriend with dreadlocks and a totally unironic seashell necklace. The truth is, it doesn't matter at all what your goal is. It doesn't have to be lofty or altruistic or even something you would ever admit in public. Goals are really important, but the actual goal itself is totally irrelevant as long as it lights you up. Because here's the deal. Goals are just the bait that is going to entice you enough to push through hard stuff. Because when you push through hard stuff, it forces you to grow, to change. And it's that feeling of growth and improvement, this personal evolution, that's what makes you happy. And I know you might not believe me, but listen, research has shown that achieving a goal, it actually doesn't make us that happy. Or it does, but like for a minute, it's really fleeting. We are actually happiest not when we achieve the goal, but when we're working hard and making meaningful progress towards that goal. And if you've read my book, you know that I believe that all of this personal development stuff is really just about maximizing our happiness. And I'm saying that if you want to maximize happiness, you need goals and you also need grit. Because there's a lot of people out there who are really great at dreaming about renovating a French chateau or having 1 million TikTok followers or whatever their goal is. But most people are falling short at having the grit to push through the obstacles on the way to those dreams. Do you remember that popular movie from the early 2000s called The Secret? If you missed this cinematic masterpiece, I'm going to fill you in. It's about the law of attraction and how if we want to, say, lose weight, we should look at images of skinny people and close our eyes and feel that we are in our dream body and all that stuff. But then psychologist Gabriella Oettingen came along and she proved that it's not actually imagining yourself achieving the outcome that works. It's imagining yourself overcoming obstacles on the way to that outcome. That's what creates the magic. So for example, students that envision themselves achieving straight A's on their exams were actually not more likely to get straight A's. Students that envision themselves studying and turning down social engagements in order to study, they were more likely to get straight A's. So in my fitness/weight loss world, I'm saying, don't imagine yourself skinny. Imagine yourself wiping sweat from your face during a workout as you catch your breath. Imagine yourself bringing a salad to work and everyone being like, oh, look at you being so healthy. The goals are just the bait that's going to cause you to develop habits that require grit. And that grit is going to force you to become a better person, a person that's different. And that evolution is what's going to feel so good. So listen, if you're one of those people who doesn't set goals because you don't want to be disappointed if it doesn't happen, I can guarantee that the skill you need to learn is grit. And by the way, dude, this is just a skill. If you haven't been able to stick with your habits and achieve your goals in the past, it's not because you're a big loser. It just means that you need to develop a skill. And I'm guessing that there's actually a lot of skills that you have developed in the past. If you're listening to this, you've probably learned how to drive and swim and make grilled cheese sandwiches and figure out online banking. You can develop this skill as well. I got you. We are going to help you. And yes, I mean we. Don't worry, this podcast isn't just going to be a big Oonagh monologue. There are going to be some episodes where it's just me whispering sweet nothings and gentle, loving bitch slaps in your ear. But I will also be bringing on some friends who have some serious expertise to share on how you can accomplish your goals. Or maybe they've got stories of grit that will blow your freaking mind and leave you so inspired. Because if they can do it, you can do it. And what about that woo-woo shit? Well, I've already mentioned the secret, so we got that out of the way. And I'm kind of dissing it, but actually the law of attraction is just another way of saying that you need to have mastery over your own thoughts, your emotions, and your focus if you're going to get what you want. And let me tell you something, dude. If you have ever heard yourself think something along the lines of, I just need more motivation, or I need more accountability, I am telling you right now, you have got to get your brain on board. And don't worry. Because a great way to get your brain on board is to immerse yourself in a podcast where you will be so inspired, so energized, and basically educating yourself on how to grab life by the balls. If that sounds good to you, hit subscribe right now because it's time to set some goals, get some grit, and embrace the woo-woo shit. See you soon. Hey dude, thanks for listening. If you like this episode, make sure you're subscribed so you can get the next one. And by the way, if you rate and review this podcast, it really helps me get found by other people who need some goals, grit, and some woo-woo shit. And be sure to connect and DM me at Oonagh Duncan on Instagram and let me know what you thought of the episode. Chat soon.